Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric and well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
Again he said, "What shall we say the kingdom of God is like? Or what parable shall we use to describe it? It is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all seeds on earth. Yet, when planted, it grows and becomes the largest of all garden plants, with such big branches that the birds can perch in its shade."
I think one of the benefits of Hesston College Aviation, from my experience, is that Hesston College, in its combination of academics and flight training, while we train quality pilots, our goal still remains the same, and that is to encourage people to be of great integrity.
Then working with Mike is kind of inspiring to me. Like, I want to be able to have the depth of knowledge that he has and be able to pass that on to my students.
So I actually born to want to become a pilot, especially America is one of a place that general aviation is pretty popular and in common. In my country, it doesn't really have that much a flying school or flying college yet, and I wanted to start it as early as possible. So I came to Hesston.
It's just exciting to kind of reach that process where you've put so much work into it and you've had all these people rallying beside you, as well as instructors, as well as friends and family. And so when you accomplish that, it's an indication of kind of how much you've learned and kind of where you're headed. Right now is a really good time to get into the industry, and so I'm excited to kind of see how much it'll grow and what can come from that.
In addition to it being a regulatory basis, and there's additional benefits from a regulatory standpoint, it allows Hesston College to allow its students and enable its students to pursue additional academic and flight training opportunities that go well beyond what they may be able to pursue during the two-year degree program.
The faculty and staff are really friendly in the aviation department as well as outside.
We're looking for motivated students, we're looking for students that have good time management skills and who just have a passion for aviation.
And welcome everyone to Yost Center here on the campus of Heston College. Rusty Witcher with you here on the Lark Network as the Larks have a tall order tonight as they are hosting number 3 in the country, the Highland Scotties. Highland coming in at 16-0 on the season with a 2-0 mark in conference play. Larks are 4-16 coming after a big win the other night on a last-second 3 by Gina DeFazio to push them to 4-16. They are 1-1 on the conference schedule. Larks did pick up their first conference win under the tenure of Jeff Jacobs the other night on a a victory over Fort Scott, 55-53. But it's a tall order tonight with the number 3 ranked Scotties in town. They boast a 94.8 points per game average. Larks scoring a little bit below that. They average 51.3 points a game. Player to watch is Tiana Gibson. She's averaging 22 points a game. She leads the conference in scoring and shooting, almost 42% from behind the arc and 70% from the floor overall. Armani Turner also at 18.8 in 9 games. She's been injured, but back in the lineup here. Her second game out, I believe, against Concordia, she dropped to 40 spot. Larks are going to have to do some work. Destiny Kisei and Sydney Bontrager lead the Larks at 8.8 points a game, but Sydney's tied for the conference lead at 9.8 rebounds a game. She's also shooting 55% from the floor and 67% at the stripe. Starting lineup here for the Scotties: number 1, a 6'1 sophomore from Houston, Texas, Erin Randall. Number 2, a 5'10 sophomore from Overland Park, Kansas, Kalia Hines. Number 3, a 5'10 sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, Armani Turner. Number 5, a 5'4 sophomore from Lee Summit, Missouri, Tiana Gibson. And number 14, a 5'9 sophomore from Onega, Kansas, Belinda Ames. The Scotties are coached by 9th-year man at the helm, B.J. Smith, and he is 228 and 35 overall. Larks on the season tonight, they're starting number 12, a 5'5 sophomore from Dallas, Texas, Paris Rawls. Number 14, a 5'8 freshman guard from Frisco, Texas, Jordan Breaks. Number 34, a 5'8 freshman guard from McNairy, Arizona, Destiny Kisei. Number 50, a 6'3 forward from Milford, Nebraska, Sydney Bontrager. And number 55, a 6'1 freshman forward from Wichita, Kansas, Gina DeFazio. Larks are coached by Jeff Jacobs, assisted by Jessica Diamond today. So this will be an interesting matchup here as the Scotties sit atop the Jayhawk in Division II. This is Division II standings. They are 2-0, loaded for bear, and the Larks are going to have to play pretty good basketball, but they're up to the challenge even though they are down 3 ladies tonight, all with injuries, various injuries. So it looks like a bench and also a hospital ward at the same time. And head coach Jeff Jacobs joked a little bit about that. But they're ready for action. We'll get to going. Hey, if you're a fan of the Scotties, fan of the Larks, we'd love to hear from you. Drop us a line, 620-217-1465. Number is right there on the screen. Tell us who you are, who you're watching, where you're watching from, and any questions, comments, feedback about this live Lark broadcast here on the Lark Network. Interesting little matchup tonight with 2 officials to start the game. As it's been talking with them before the game, one of the officials had some serious car trouble. Will be here as soon as possible. So a little bit of a throwback to the old days of 2 officials. And Highland ready to go. Sydney Bontrager will jump the center. We're ready to rock and roll here from Yost Center. Away we go as Sydney will jump against Tiana Gibson. And the ball in the air, and the tip controlled by the Larks. Destiny on the far sides. And Highland packing it in a 2-3 zone to start. High post Gina. Jordan here on the near side. Jordan gets it back to Gina. Gina from the elbow. Her jumper doesn't drop. Sydney tips it, and it will be out of bounds off of Sydney and going to the Scotties with 9:47 to go. Running the point will be Gibson. As we said, she's averaging 22.26 points a game, leading the conference, shooting almost 42% from behind the arc. As Randall goes to work, cuts to the hoop, and scores. Randall, she averages just over 9 apiece, gives the Scotties a 2-0 lead. And the forecourt pressure as Paris on the near side, catching in front of Ames. Paris drifting on the far side, and she'll go high post Sydney. Sydney looking down. Sydney at the elbow, 13 for the Larks to shoot. Destiny on the far side. Destiny feeds a cutting Sydney. Sydney off the glass, up and good. And we're all knotted up at 2 apiece. 9:03 to go. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Smith. And he is not thrilled as Jasmine Elder checking in the game. So 9:01, 30-second. We're not even going to take the break right now. We'll go through a couple more of these numbers. Erin Randall, she leads the conference shooting from, I misspoke, Tiana Gibson is shooting 70% from the free throw stripe. Randall from the floor shooting 64% and averages 9.8 rebounds. Her and Sydney Bontrager are the Windex women in the Jayhawk Conference in Division II. On top they go to Turner. Turner trying to turn the corner to Gibson. Gibson tries the three. Her three misses, and the rebound pulled down by Sydney Bontrager. And Sydney gives off to Destiny. Destiny will bring the ball up the floor. Working against Gibson. Destiny giving up. Elder in the game, guarding Sydney. Destiny turned the corner, down low, Gina. Gina catch, shoot, scoring off the glass. And the Larks lead 4-2 over the third-ranked Scotties, I should say. Turner on the far side on top. Elder comes near side to Hines. Hines, a blocking foul whistled on Sydney Bontrager. And with a thin bench tonight, the Larks are going to have to play without fouling. Only 8 players healthy for the Larks. Janari Birdlong checking in the lineup. And Hines to bring it in. Down low, Birdlong nearly has her pocket picked, backs away. Gibson far side back on top. Turner from way downtown, and that is nothing but the bottom of the net. Turner reins the three in, and Highland leads 5-4, and the pressure coming on by the Scotties. Gina breaks the pressure and nearly overthrows Destiny. Destiny with a nice catch. Destiny back to Paris, near side, 18 for the Larks to shoot. Paris down low, and that is off of the Scotties. Will stay with the Larks with 14 seconds to shoot. Paris to toss it in from the baseline. Paris looking, gives it to Destiny, and that will deflect off of the Scotties one more time. A second ticked off. 7:44 to go here in our first quarter. Paris again, looking on top, Gina. Gina feeds Sydney high post. Sydney's jumper misses, rebound pulled down by Gibson. Gibson leading the break the other way. Baseball pass ahead to Elder. Elder misses, and the rebound pulled down by Destiny. Excuse me, that was Ames missing. Destiny here on the near side, and Destiny loses out of bounds. Larks turn it over. 7.5 to go, and the Larks want 30 seconds to talk it over. This time we will take the break. We'll be back right here on the Lark Network.
Students are going to spread their flight training out over a little bit longer period of time, and they're going to have the opportunity to be intern instructors and teach for us and teach their colleagues in the 4-year bachelor's degree program.
We're looking for motivated students. We're looking for students that have good time management skills and who just have a passion for aviation.
Now they're down to 2:30s, 2 fulls. And welcome back here to Yost Center. 7:26 to go. First quarter, Larks trail by a point. It will be Highland basketball. Hines will bring the ball up the floor. The sophomore from Overland Park. Hines. Far side, Gibson. Gibson trying to direct traffic to Ames. Ames back to Birdlong. Birdlong has a bounce off of her shoulder and out of bounds. It will go to the Larks with 7:11 to go as Erin Randall checks back in the game here for the Scotties. Scotties are without a couple players who are out with injury. Robertson and Cartwright not playing tonight. 7:07 to go. Paris here to Gina. Gina, she'll try the three. Her three off the mark of the rebound pulled down by Randall. Randall goes up over Destiny for the rebound. Ahead on the far side, Turner all the way in. The runner off the glass will not drop. Jordan couldn't hang on to it. Sydney has it deflect out of bounds, and it will stay with the Scotties in 21 seconds for the Scotties to shoot. be Charlotte Conway checking in the game for the Scotties. In the corner, Gibson. She'll try the three. Her three, nothing but net from the corner. Tiana Gibson with her first bucket of the contest. And it's an 8-4 lead, and the pressure forces the turnover out of bounds. And the lights got a little bit brighter here. That looks a little bit better here. Not all of the lights are at full strength. 8-4, score 6.5 to go. Larks trailing. And Gibson and the Scotties going to work. Hines goes down against Jordan and draws a foul. Jordan breaks, picks up her first personal foul. Second team foul as Deja Johnson checks in the lineup. Deja's a 5'8" freshman from Wichita, Kansas. And Hines to toss it in. Hines on top, Gibson catches. Gibson tries to turn the corner all the way in with the left hand off the glass, up and good. Tiana Gibson has 5 of Highland's 10 points. You see why she averages almost 23 a game. That's the City Bontrager. Sydney just breaks the timeline, far side, Jordan. Jordan, little ball fake, drives in. The runner down low, no pass to Gina. Gina's jumper in and out. Ball tipped around, pulled down by Hines. Hines leads the break the other way. Hines, a little stutter step, stop and go off the glass, too strong. Fight for the loose ball. It deflects off of Sydney out of bounds. As Elder back in the lineup. Hines again to toss it in from the baseline. Looks and lobs it back on top to Conway. Conway works her way far corner. Near side to Hines. Thought about the three. 11 for the Scotties to shoot. Hines goes to work, kicks it out. Far side, and that's out of bounds. The Scotties can't hang on to it. 5:38 to go. First quarter, Larks trail 10-4. This is definitely a game where the Larks are going to want to try and win ugly and make it an ugly basketball game. Slow it down and grind it out. Deja with it on the far side. Deja drifts near side Jordan. They swing it back to Jordan. Jordan, a little ball fake back to Deja. 13 for the Larks to shoot. Deja looking down inside, and the double team swings over to guard Sydney down low. Jordan with 6. Jordan trying to turn the corner. Pull-up jumper from Jordan. A little strong. Sydney offensive stick back up and good. Sydney's cashes in on the offensive putback, and the lead is 4 as the Larks battling here with the Scotties. Stepping through, Conway somehow knifes her way to 2 and has doubled that basket, doubling the Lark lead, 12-6. Sitting on the far side, back on top, Deja.
High low, let's go.
Deja works with 17, high post Gina. At the top of the circle, Gina, the turnaround jumper, long 2, doesn't drop. Rebound fought for, and a foul whistle against the Scotties.
Sydney, great job.
As Sydney has another offensive rebound. That foul, that's the first Scotty foul whistled on Jasmine Elder. Namo Smith checks in the lineup. Pais checking in the lineup here for the Scotties, along with Lawson. Lawson comes off the bench to the tune of 10.1 points a game. That is definitely a luxury when you can bring someone a double-figure scorer off of the bench. Deja looking to key it in, and does, finding Jordan. As Jordan works on the far side. That ball loose on the floor, and the fight forward. And the Larks turn it over on the alternating possession arrow.
Get off the dribble, get on the
4:20 to go. Larks trail by 6, 12-6. This is exactly where the Larks want to be. Even though they're down 6, they are in the battle and trying to muddy up the game, which is definitely the call here against Highland. He's trying to drive, far side. Turner, she'll try the 3. Her 3 off the mark. Rebound. Paris comes down with it. And Paris trying to lead the break the other way. Larks working the basketball as Paris has her pocket picked by Turner. Turner all the way in, off the glass, lays it up and good as Turner goes coast to coast. She now has 5 apiece. Like Gibson, they have 10 of the 14 Scotty points. Larks turn it over again. Here comes Elder. Or rather, Elder up. Yes, she does, and she scores off the glass. Elder now with her first basket, and just like that, it's a quick little run by the Scotties. The pressure frustrating the Larks just a little bit. Paris works her way through the traffic on the far side. Nice job by Paris to split the defenders. Naomi at the low block, turnaround jumper off the glass, left-handed. Naomi scores. And the Larks trim the lead to under 10, 16-8, to under 3 to go. Turnaround jumper, Birdlong misses, rebound. Who else? Sydney Bontrager. Jordan working here on the near side. Jordan turning on the far side, back to Paris. Skips it over. Deja thought about a 3. Down low, shot missing. Back to Turner, off the glass, little floater doesn't go. Rather, she tried the little teardrop floater from the wing. Skip pass over on the far side. The 3 up and off the mark. Long rebound, that'll trail out of bounds. Got a text from the Conway family from Georgia. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Glad you guys are watching. Miley George checks in the lineup for the Larks with 2:21 to go. Paris will bring the ball up the floor, 2:17. As the Larks have to be fundamentally sound in the passing game here. Highland very active in the passing lanes. Paris trying to drive down low, and Paris has the ball bumped out of bounds. Again, we said we're working with 2 officials tonight. One official had bad car trouble, was trying to be here by halftime with, I think, his goal. 16-8, 2:06 to go here, first quarter. And Deja to bring it in. Lobs on top to Miley. Miley has it nearly picked off, and Gibson got a finger on it, but it rolls out of bounds off of the Scotties. Randall checks back in. So Coach Smith going to his bench early and often. Deja has to get the ball in, and just does. Destiny weaves her way through traffic. Down low, Miley catching. Miley trying to score. Misses rebound, tipped out, and Destiny tracks it down. Destiny not aware, heaves it to beat the shot clock and does not. Shot clock violation results in the Lark turnover. So we've got 1:50 to go. And our third officials here. And away we go with 3 now. 1:44 to go. Randall trying to drive all the way down. Randall loses out of bounds. Reminds me of the time when Larks played at Bethel JV, Lark men did, with Dustin, when Dustin Gallion was playing, actually, head coach of the Larks, was playing. One official showed up for that game. He had a tough night as that ball deflecting out of bounds as Paris was swarmed there by Hines and Gibson. Destiny to bring it in and finds Deja. 1:30 to go, Larks trail by 8. And a 10-second call, Larks did not get the ball across the timeline. That does not reset anymore when that ball goes out of bounds. Larks turn it over as Gina Sidney and Jordan all check back in. Got a text watching from Pennsylvania, Sidney Bontrager Fan Club. It's nice having unlimited text messages to do that. 1:26 to go, Larks trail by 8. They've been doubled here by Highland. On top, Elder, or rather Ames, gets it back, Gibson. Gibson drives all the way down, and Gibson is bumped by Deja. Deja picks up her first, team's third. This could be interesting. We've got 1:12 to go here in the first quarter. Haven't seen a free throw shot by either squad. Ames lets the three go a little long. Rebound, Deja. Deja underthrows the pass, so a turnover resulting here as Hines all the way in with a left hand, kissing it home off the glass. And Kalea Hines gives the Scotties the double-figure lead, 18-8, with 50 seconds to play. Deja to bring it in. Back to Destiny. Destiny to Deja. Highland is, like we said, incredibly active. Nearly got their hands up in the passing lane at the time. Destiny stops and pops and misses, and that is out of bounds. And off of the Scotties with 19 for the Larks to shoot. Remember, Destiny and City both average 8.8 points a game. They're the leading Larks scorers. As Destiny to bring it in. Sydney in the far corner. Sydney trying to go back toward Destiny. Destiny is fouled right here by Gibson. And we will have 2 free throws shot by Destiny Kisek. And Destiny's first free throw, good. 32.4 seconds to go. We've played almost 9.5 minutes, and these are the first free throws we've seen as Destiny's free throw misses. The defensive rebound snagged by the Scotties. Gibson coming out the other way. Gibson left it for Lawson. As Randall, guarded by Destiny. About a 2-second differential here in the game clock, and the shot clock not going to matter as the foul is committed by the Larks. And if that's on Sydney, that's number 2. Sydney just picks up her second personal foul. And that will send Rihanna Lawson to the free throw line, where she will shoot the first free throws of the game for the Scotties. And Lawson's first free throw is pure. Second free throw coming up. Lawson knocks down both free throws. Scotties have stretched the lead to 11, 20-9 with 10.9 seconds to go. And the Larks have the basketball as we're winding down on our first quarter. Gina gives it Deja. Ahead, Gina will bring the ball up the floor. Skip pass down low. Destiny catching, shooting, scoring off the glass as Destiny beats the clock down. And that will do it at the end of the first quarter. The Larks trail by 9 at 20-11. Coach Jacobs has to be happy with the way the Larks are in this one. It could be a dogfight. We'll be back in 60 seconds after this here on the Lark Network.
I've definitely grown as a person to be more confident, and working with my professors, they really want to have a good relationship with you.
I think what makes a good student is someone who is curious, someone who is genuine, really commits to wanting to learn things that will help them in their life and connect the dots between faith and learning. I think those are qualities that make a student that's exciting to work with for me as a professor, and really gives life into what I enjoy doing.
If someone's going to have a relationship with you and then be mentored or discipled by you, they need to feel like they belong and they fit and that you value them as a person.
This year I'm more prepared to help other freshmen and to bring them under my wing, and just helping around campus, learning about the new activities and being able to share that with so many other people.
And welcome back here to Yost Center, here on the campus of Heston College. We're heading to our second quarter. Larks trail by 9, 22-11 to the third-ranked Scotties. Gina has the pass picked off by Lawson, and Lawson tracks it down. Another Lark turnover. Back on top, Conway all the way in, off the glass, and she'll roll it home. Charlotte Conway gives her second field goal of the contest. She has 4, and it's doubled, and the Larks step out of bounds. Or check that, this is going to be a foul on Lawson. Lawson picks up her first personal foul. Pius checking back in. Pius checking back in. Larks have been doubled by the Scotties, 22-11. Paris backs away. Paris tries to drive. Hounded by Elder. That ball rolling through. Pius comes up with the steal. Pius the other way. Pius wiggles her way down the court. Back on top, Hines here to Gibson. Tipped by Destiny. So the 2 leading scorers here for the Scotties, Turner and Gibson, each have 5 points through their first nearly 11 minutes of this first half. Hines on top, Conway. Charlie Conway, far side. Pius trying to turn the corner, driving, dishing down low. Gibson slices through. Too far. Gibson, though, back on top. Pius, she'll try the 3. Her 3 splashes down. All right, Pius knocks down the 3-pointer, Marina Pius, and that gives the Scotties the 14-point advantage. Naomi trying to answer back, dishing to Paris. Paris pull-up jumper in traffic, misses. Rebound falls right in the hands of Hines, and Hines looking to go coast to coast all the way in, and Hines draws a foul on Naomi, and she'll shoot 2. Larks with the thin bench have got to be careful about fouls tonight. And Naomi picks up her first. Sydney will check back in with 2 fouls. Clea Hines at the free throw line where she will shoot a pair. First free throw coming up. A little strong off the heel, second chance coming. Second free throw does not drop. Larks corral the rebound. Here they come. Flying into the court, working left to right or west to east, depending on your geographical preference. Jordan goes back door. Paris has it stripped away. Gibson guilty of the foul. Foul whistled on Gibson, and Gibson picks up her second personal foul. Conway quickly back in the lineup. Charlie Conway back in as Gibson will take a seat with 2 personal fouls. Paris will be at the free throw line where she will shoot a pair. And the free throw up and good. Second free throw coming up. Fans kind of coming in. It's a little tough, these 5:30 starts. That's the supper hour. Paris' second free throw short. Hines with the rebound. Conway will bring it back the other way. Lawson has it nearly taken away by Destiny. Destiny just couldn't quite keep it in bounds. As Destiny read the pass perfectly, but doesn't corral. The ball will stay with Highland. Fans starting to track their way in. As they whip it in and out as Conway trying to turn the corner. Lawson thought about 3. Conway, little crossover move in the corner. Hines dials up from deep. Little long, a rebound pulled down. Lawson has the height advantage over Destiny. Goes down low. Nice little spin there by Elder. She cannot cash in, and the rebound falls in the hands of the Larks. Larks trail 25-12 with the Larks turned over on the far side. We'll have tip-off of the men's game here. It's conference play. Larks will be in action tomorrow night right here on the Lark Network. Oklahoma Wesleyan, they're coming to town. A rescheduled game. Or a moved game. I shouldn't say a reschedule. Pius trying to turn it on the far side. Back to Elder. Hines all the way down with the left hand. Scoops it home off the glass. Clea Hines with her 4th point of the contest, 27-12. Paris working against this pressure on the far side. Sydney at the high post. Down low, and that pass picked off by Elder. Leading Conway. Conway all the way in. And Sydney got a piece of it, blocked out of bounds. It will go to the Larks. Deja checks back in as Ames checks back in for the Scotties. Larks call timeout. They want a full. We'll take it with them. A full timeout. We're back after this here on the Lark Network.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Hesston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Hesston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Hesston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Hesston College BSN student. Learn more about the Hesston College nursing program today.
Welcome back to Yost Center. 6:47 to go here in our first half. Larks trail by 15. Here comes the Scotty pressure. Desi in the backcourt, back to Deja. The double team. Deja trying to work against the double team. The double team never came. Deja, nifty little dribbling, gives it back to Naomi. Destiny thought about a three. She'll step back. Lobbing it down low to Sydney. Catch and shoot. Sydney too far underneath the bucket. And the rebound falls right in the hands of the Scotties one more time. Lost in the Hines. Pass on the far side. Hines drives down, back to Lawson. Lawson saw the seam. All the way in, off the glass, and Lawson rolls it home. And Lawson has her first field goal of the contest. And it's a 17-point lead. 29-12. Just over 6 to go. 6 and change. Deja backing away. 15 seconds for Larks to shoot. A foul whistled on the Scotties. Lawson picks up her second personal foul. Third team foul here on the Scotties. Things don't get any easier for the Larks after the visit from Oklahoma Wesleyan, as Johnson County will be in town on Saturday. But it's the monster known as the Jayhawk Conference basketball. Toughest conference in the country. Naomi's three a little strong. Sydney with another offensive rebound. Sydney feeds it down low. That pass is picked off by Pius. Pius trying to go coast to coast ahead to Bertlong. Off the glass, up and too strong. Rebound though. Randall, offensive stick back up and good. And Randall has her second field goal. 31-12. 5.5 to go. It's just waves of Scotties hitting the glass. Deja giving it back to Paris. Paris guarded by Pius. An illegal screen whistled on the Larks. And Naomi picks up her second personal foul. So Sydney and Naomi both with 2. Gina will come back in the lineup. And Gina will check back in here for the Larks. Men's game to follow around about 7:30. And it is the dog-eat-dog world in Jayhawk basketball, Division II. All of the men's teams sit at 1-1 so far in the conference season. Or conference standings, I should say. Randall kicks it on the far side. Bird long, high post. Has it poked away, gets it back. Hines skips it back to Lawson. 5-4, the Scotties shoot. And a turnover here by Pius. 31-12, Larks trail here. Larks have only scored a point here in this quarter. Deja nearly swarmed by this Scotty defense. Skip pass far side. Destiny fires a three, her three off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Randall. Randall and Sydney are going to battle for the rebounding title all season long. Kick out here. Lawson tries the three, her three, splashing down. Lawson leads all scores with 7, and that three gives the Scotties the 34-12 lead. Sydney nearly lost it, but Destiny's right place, right time, left off the glass, up the basket, good. And Destiny scores the bucket, and she'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul was whistled on Aaron Randall. Randall picks up her first, team's fourth. So Destiny will be at the free throw line for the three-point play opportunity. The old-fashioned. Destiny's free throw up and good. Destiny completes the three-point play. Larks trail 34-15. Under 4 to go. Lawson gives it back. Randall back to Lawson. She's left alone. She's knocked down 1 3. Make it 2 as she reins in the second 3. She has her average of 10 already in the first half. As Jordan will bring the ball up the floor. Jordan has her pocket picked by Lawson. Lawson drives in and lays it up and good. Rihanna Lawson coming off the bench with 12 now. Has taken over this game, and the Scotties now lead 39-15. Larks toss it away. Randall here on the near side. Hines in traffic, off the glass too strong. Randall gets the rebound. Randall kicks it out. Lawson eyes the three, changes her mind. Looks like Lawson may have a cramp on the far side. Conway launches a three, that doesn't drop. City of the defensive rebound. Destiny. Far side, Jordan. Jordan catches, shoots, in and out. Long rebound, reeled down by Deja. Deja from the elbow. Offensive rebound up and good for Deja. 39-17, under 2.5 to go. Down low. Ames kicks it back out. Scotties work the ball around the perimeter. Ames short corner. Randall has it taken away by Jordan. 39-17. As Sydney's long jumper crawls off, and that rebound goes out of bounds with 2:04 to go. Parrish checks back in the lineup for the Larks. Pius in for the Scotties. Miley George also in for the Larks. 39-17, and Birdlong back in for the Scotties. Birdlong's a redshirt freshman from Chicago, 5'9" freshman. Not sure I want to arm wrestle her. She's got some cannons there. Pius here on the near side. Randall, elbow, back to Elder. Elder thought about a three. 10 for the Scotties to shoot. Down low, Birdlong. Birdlong with 5 all the way in. Knife to the bucket. Fight for it. Goes up and rolls it home. Birdlong with her first bucket. 41-17, a minute and a half to go. Paris here on the near side. Back on top to Jordan. She'll drive all the way in off the glass, and that one in halfway down, in and out. Birdlong with the rebound. Pass will bring the ball back the other way and tosses it out of bounds, and the turnover giving the ball back to the Larks with 1:08 to go. 41-17, Conway checks back in. under a minute, or just over a minute to go. 41-17, Larks trailing here by 21. Jordan breaks, launches. That three does not drop and out of bounds. The ball going to the Scotties. (41-17). Randall feeds down low. Birdlong. Her shot missing. Rebound tipped. Destiny reels it in. Destiny comes out of traffic. Destiny in a foot race. Destiny trying to go coast to coast. Teardrop floater a little long. Rebound Paris. Paris pulls it out. Destiny fires a three from the corner, and that off the side of the rim. Randall tracks the defensive rebound down. Shot clock goes dark. 41-17. Down low, Birdlong, knife slips behind defenders and scores down low. 43-17, clock winding down here on our first half. 7 now as Paris working. Has it picked off by Randall. Her shot good if it goes, does not. We'll go to the locker room at the end of the first half. The Larks trail 43-17. We will be back with the start of our second half right here on the Lark Network. And welcome back here to Yost Center on the campus of Hesston College. 1:46 to go in our half. We'll take a quick look at some halftime stats here for you. Got a text during the break from the 402. That's Nebraska in the house saying, "Go Larks, play hard." I know that 402 area code. First half stats here for the Scotties and the Larks. Scotties shooting 53%. They are 18 of 34, including 5, 4, 11 from behind the arc. Just 2 of 4 at the free throw stripe. And have the rebounds are the same here at 17 apiece. Cindy Bontrager with 7 rebounds for the Larks, 6 for Aaron Randall. So these two are leading the conference in rebounding per game, both at 9.8. They're already in the battle for a rebounding title. Rihanna Lawson leading all scorers for the Scotties. She has 12 points. She averages 10 a game. Destiny Kisei with 6. Larks shooting 33% in the first half. 14 turnovers for the Larks and just 4 turnovers for the Scotties as we're ready to rock and roll here in our second half of play. Larks trail 43-17. Again, if you're a fan of the Larks, fan of the Scotties, we'd love to hear from you. Send us a text, 620-217-1465. Any questions, comments, feedback about our broadcast here on the Lark Network? Maybe Lark trivia? I might be able to answer a little bit of that. Maybe even who you're rooting for the Super Bowl. Love to hear that. If the Chiefs fans in the house, 49ers fans in the house. And this is doing the stat sheet, doesn't care, it doesn't look like. Ready to rock and roll. Here we go. Third quarter action. Larks trailing 43-17. Gibson back in the lineup. She spent significant time on the bench in foul trouble as Turner also back in. Turner backing away. She has 5 points. Gives it to Ames, who goes down. Destiny gets a piece of the block, and Turner came out of bounds, or excuse me, Ames came out of bounds and turns the ball over. So the Larks force the turnover. The 5th turnover on the night for the Scotties. Paris against the pressure. And the Larks turn it over as that was active hands. Randall tipped it. Turner back to Randall. Aaron Randall goes to work, draws a foul, and she'll shoot 2, and Sydney picks up foul number 3. And a technical foul whistled on, I believe, Highland. So I think we just had a foul on the Larks and then a technical on Highland. So we'll get this sorted out in just a second. So they said now they're talking things over. Randall picks up the technical foul, and that goes to a player foul. So the foul was whistled on Sydney. Sydney picks up number 3.
Shoot the foul, shoot the tee, we get the ball back.
So Randall will be at the free throw line where she will shoot the 2 free throws on the foul by Sydney Bontrager. And Randall knocks the first free throw down. Second free throw coming up. That one's too strong. And now we'll walk to the other end. And Jordan will shoot the free throws on the technical foul. So Randall picks up the second foul, her second personal on the technical. And Jordan will be at the free throw line where she will shoot 2. And Jordan's first free throw rattles around and will not drop. Second free throw coming up. Randall knocks it down. Jordan makes 1 of 2. It'll be Lark basketball after the technical foul, and Destiny will key it in on the far sideline. And Destiny looking, and gives it on top Paris. Paris working to the right side. On top, Destiny. Destiny lobbing it down low, and a foul whistled on, I believe that's going to go against Elder. Elder picks up her second personal foul. She kind of got tangled up against Sydney and kind of rolled down Sydney for the foul. Destiny looking and give it Jordan, and that's batted out of bounds by Turner. Second free throw coming up, or rather the inbounds pass coming up. Destiny lobbing it down low. Gina catching, shooting. That's blocked and a foul whistled. And the foul whistled on Kalia Hines. Hines picks up her first personal foul. And Gina will be at the free throw line to shoot two. Gina's free throw spins home. Second free throw coming up. Gina knocks down both free throws. And the Larks trail 44-20. Hines with it here near side. Hines driving all the way in. Hines off the glass right hand and scores. Hines with her 6th point. Gina ahead, leads Jordan with a pass. Jordan breaking the pressure. Jordan now backs out, drives down low. Two defenders slide over. Paris. High post Gina. Gina turnaround jumper from the elbow, misses the rebound. Sydney Montrager. Sydney stick back off the glass, up and good. Sydney with 6 points and nearing double figures in rebounds. 46-22, Larks trailing here. 8.5 to go. Hines with the left hand around Gina and scores. Hines with a nice little move, left hand off the glass. Rolling it home. And the Larks toss it away on the far side. $8:15 to go in our third quarter. Timeout being taken. Timeout taken by the Larks. 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on the Lark Network.
I really wanted a liberal arts education. I wanted to study aviation and really get the skill, but I also wanted to develop myself as a person. When you accomplish that, it's an indication of kind of where you're headed.
And welcome back to Yo Center. Got a text during the break. Go Scotties. And watching from Arizona, Team Destiny, go Larks. So glad you guys are along with us for the broadcast here. This is the third-ranked Scotties and the Larks. Scotties, as we said, 2-0 in the conference play. Larks, 1-1.
Come on, right now, get a stop.
As we are back to action. 8:10 to go. Gibson giving off to Hines. Hines backs it out. Turner, high off the glass, will not drop. Turner fighting for it. Gives it down low, and Elder with a nice save. Elder with a nice save. That's poked away. Ames tracks it down, but couldn't hang on to it. As I'm looking out here, I see that it almost looks like Gibson and Turner are wearing the corresponding shoes with a pair of shoes. So one pair would be blue, one pair would be white. They're sharing shoes. I kind of like it. Destiny on top. Jordan catches in the half-court circle. She stands on the Lark logo, and she'll go to the right. The jumper in and out. A rebound pulled down by Turner. Turner leading the break. The Scotties have numbers 4 on 3. Gibson left alone. Her three crawling off, and the rebound pulled down. The fight for the loose ball, and a foul whistled on the Scotties, and that foul goes against Jasmine Elder. Elder picks up her third. Deja checks in. Randall back in, and Birdlong back in for the Scotties. 7.5 to go here in the third quarter. Parrish trying to set the offense up. Drifts to her right. Stops and pops from about 12. That crawls off. Hines with the rebound. Hines ahead, and Berlong never saw the pass, and the Scotties turned it over. Conway and Lawson checking back in the game now. And here comes the Scotty pressure. Paris will work against the press. Paris just gets the ball across. Under 7 to go. Paris working here on the near side. Trying to drive against Berlong, giving off Destiny. Destiny from straight away, top of the key. Her three, crawling off. Rebound pulled down. Sydney back to Deja. Deja's long jumper doesn't drop, and the rebound hauled in by Gibson. Gibson leads the break. She'll fly down the court. Gibson dishing, backs out. Conway, she'll try the three. Her three, banging home. Charlotte Conway knocks down her second three-pointer. It's 51-22. Sydney has the ball nearly stripped away. Sydney gets it. Back on top, and there's Deja, far side. Deja trying to turn the corner. Deja driving down. Deja has it poked away. Pulled in by Highland. The running one-hander doesn't drop. A rebound pulled down Jordan. Jordan bringing the ball up the floor. Now skips it over far side to Paris. Under 6 to go. Jordan here near side. Jordan launches the jumper. It's up. It's good. Along two by Jordan. Second field goal of the quarter here for the Larks. Back the other way. Gibson couldn't come down with it. Rebound hauled in. Here comes Jordan breaks. Jordan giving off Deja. Deja rolls it down. That's taken by Sydney. The jumper by Jordan. Sydney comes in with the offensive rebound. Sydney dishing down low to Destiny. Destiny fouled from behind. And Destiny will shoot a pair. Foul whistle on Conway. Charlotte Conway picks up her first. And Destiny at the free throw line where she is 2 for 3. She'll shoot a pair. Busy time for Lark Athletics. Lark women in action tomorrow. Both teams will be on action on Saturday. And Destiny knocks the free throw down. And then we're going outside to Oswald Field, where the Lark baseballers will open the season against Bethany JV on Monday at 1 and roughly 3 o'clock for a double dip. Destiny makes good on both free throws, 51-26. 5:16 to go. Conway giving it back to Hines. Hines driving. Hines all the way. Hines draws a foul, and Hines will shoot 2. And the foul whistle on Deja. Deja picks up her second personal foul. So Clea Hines at the free throw line. She was 0 for 2 in the first half.
That's right, Deja. Good job. You're all right. You're all right.
And that free throw, good.
Hey, let's get a board.
Second free throw coming up for Hines. She averages just over 9 per game and knocks it down. That gives her 10 on the night, so she gets her season average and then a little bit extra. 5:06 to go. A travel whistle as Larks turn it over. And it'll be Highland basketball. Conway to key it in. Conway giving to Pius. Hines steps through, and Hines took an extra step. 53-26. As we're rolling under 5. Jordan just gets the ball across. Jordan drives all the way, now back to Destiny. Destiny sets herself the 3, put it in the book for Destiny. Destiny knocks a 3 down. And Destiny with 11 to lead the Lark offense. 53-29, 4:34 to go. Lawson looking to answer back, trying to turn that corner. Lawson all the way down. Scoop shot rolls home for Lawson. Lawson has had the hot hand here for the Scotties. She now has 14 and has stretched the lead back to 26. 55-29 our score. 4:12 to play in our third quarter. Jordan, and it's just about a half step slow. She'll be listed for her first personal foul. Paris will be at the free throw line where she will shoot 2. As this is women's college basketball, and if you commit the foul in the 5th foul in the quarter, it goes to double bonus. Paris at the free throw line to shoot the free throws. First free throw, too strong. Second free throw coming up for the sophomore from Dallas. And that free throw rolls home for Paris. She goes 1 of 2. She now has 2 points. And the Larks trailing by 25. Conway on top. Hines, near side Lawson. Lawson steps driving all the way, dishing. Randall back to Lawson. Nice nifty ball movement inside as Lawson scores down low. And the Scotties have restretched the lead. And there's a steal by Conway and flips it up and a foul whistle on Destiny. Destiny picks up her first. And Conway will head to the stripe where she will shoot a pair. That was just great interior passing there by the Scotties. Unselfish work by the number 3 team in the country. As Conway will be at the free throw line. And that free throw off the front of the rim. She's from Atlanta. Already heard from some of her fans tonight. Second free throw coming up. That free throw rattles home. Conway makes good on 1 of 2. 9 now for Conway, 58-30. 3:46 to play. Third quarter action here from the Hallowed Hardwoods of Yost Center. Paris on the far side. Paris backing out. Deja thought about a 3, changed her mind, picked up her dribble. Steps down low to Sydney off the glass, up and good. Sydney now with 8 points. 3:25 to go. 58-32. As Hines goes in and rolls it home. Hines with a little bit of a power move off the glass, up and good. Hines up to 12 in the contest. Jordan stops and pops. And that ball does not drop. Rebound pulled down by Hines, or rather Randall. Conway far side. Pius went down hard on the far side. I didn't see what happened. She's still on the floor as Gibson checks in. Head athletic trainer Whitney Worth on the floor to check things out, help her off. And I understand how that goes. My ankles are complete trash, and it will sprain if the wind blows wrong. So I do understand that. I've been known to trip over the three-point line. Just in general walking. 60-32, 2:48 to go. And the blocking foul whistled on Deja. Or check that on Paris. Paris picks up her first personal. Hines at the free throw line to shoot, too. Hines free throw up and good. Hines left the second one short. Rebound Asia. 61-32 our score. Paris here on the near side. Back to Jordan. And the Larks turn it over. Unfortunately, a pass a little bit errant. Conway comes up with a steal, dishing to Hines. Hines back to Lawson. Lawson eyes the three, lets it fly. A long rebound And Paris tries to save it, but stepped out of bounds, and will stay with Highland. Ames back in the lineup. .2:16 to go. Lawson to toss it in. Gibson, only 5 points tonight. She leads the conference with 22.6. She must have been listening as she rains that 3 in. Her 8th point on the night. Did spend most of the second quarter in foul trouble, and a tie-up here whistled. And the possession arrow going to the Larks. Naomi Smith back in the lineup. Armani Turner checking back in for Highland. Naomi looking to bring it in and throws it away. Nobody home as Ames knifes in, and her layup up and good. Ames with her first basket of the contest, and now all the Scotties have scored tonight. Conway whistled for her second personal foul. Paris will be at the free throw line to shoot 2 more. Paris free throw coming up. And Paris free throw crawling off. Second free throw coming up. Second free throw by Paris, no good. Rebound by Randall. Gibson swings it. Turner too strong, and Turner couldn't hang on to it. Turner crashing to the bench over there, but she's okay. Destiny will bring the ball up the floor to Naomi, and the pass goes through the hands of Naomi. Turner far side. Gibson lets the 3 go, and that crawls off. Rebound Turner. Turner fighting for it, and Jordan guilty of the reach. Jordan picks up her second personal foul. As Turner will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. Coach Smith told me Turner spent 9 games or so on the shelf with injury as she misses the first free throw. So she's trying to come back, get up to game speed. She returned for the first 2 conference games. The second free throw doesn't drop. She averaged 18.8 in those games she played, including dropping 40 against Concordia JV. Jordan breaks backing away. High point totals this season for the Larks. City Bontrager had 30 against Southwestern Christian. As kick out in the corner, a 3 from the near side. In and out for Jordan. Rebound pulled down by Turner. Turner leading the break. Here come the Scotties on the run out. Turner all the way in, rolls it home. Nice little nifty move. Turner with 7. 68-32. 45 seconds to play. Jordan breaks and throws it away as Conway picks it up. Conway dishing. The shot rolling home for Randall. Randall with 7. 70-32. Destiny down low. Sydney could hang on to it. Larks turn it over yet again. Deja checks back in the lineup for Jordan.
Come on, get a stop.
13.1 seconds to go here. Highland in control. Gibson from way downtown and rains in. Tiana Gibson knocks a 3 down. And we'll go to the end of the third quarter. The Larks lead Larks trail 73-30. Back after this here on the Lark Network.
I've definitely grown as a person to be more confident, and working with my professors, they really want to have a good relationship with you.
I think what makes a good student is someone who is curious, someone who is genuine, really commits to wanting to learn things that will help them in their life and connect the dots between faith and learning. I think those are qualities that make a student that's exciting to work with for me as a professor and really gives life into what I enjoy doing.
If someone's going to have a relationship with you and then be mentored or discipled by you, they need to feel like they belong and they fit and that you value them as a person.
This year I'm more prepared to help other freshmen and to bring them under my wing, and just helping around campus, learning about the new activities and being able to share that with so many other people.
Fourth and final quarter here from Yost Center. Larks trail 73-32. Unfortunately, they were outscored by 30-15 in that third quarter as Turner launches a three. Deja with the rebound. Send to open. Larks skeleton crew only 8 deep tonight. Deja gives to Destiny off the left hand. Destiny scores off the glass. Destiny, the leading Larks scorer, has 13 tonight. Conway to answer back. Scoop shot will not drop. Smith with the rebound. And that is picked off. Larks turn the ball over again. Turnovers have plagued the Larks a little bit this season as Turner scores. We said the Larks must be crisp on their passing tonight. If it's anywhere close to an unfundamental pass, the active Scotties will snatch it and try and go the other way. Melinda Ames picks up her first personal foul, first team foul of the quarter. Deja to Destiny, her three. A little long off the heel, rebound pulled down by Conway. Conway may have gotten away with a double dribble there. She'll go coast to coast and scores. 77-34. Destiny may have gotten away with a double dribble right there. Destiny kind of thought she did. Deja's jumper doesn't drop. Rebound pulled down by Conway. Again, a run out. Gibson left alone. She'll dial up from three. That's a little long. Deja has it tipped off of Randall out of bounds to the Larks. Jordan checks in. Miley George will check in the lineup. Miley's a 6'2" freshman from Utah. Destiny far side, driving down low. And Destiny in traffic gets it to Miley. Paris along 2 feet on the line. Will not drop. Rebound pulled down by Randall. Randall trying to lead the break the other way. Back to Turner. She'll try her hand at a three. Long rebound. Paris tracks it down. Miley can't hang on to it, and that's tossed away. A pack of Scotties coming into the game now. As Elder, Lawson, Hines, and Pius all in the game. 7:40 to play. Larks trailing by a large margin. Hines here on the near side. Hines driving all the way down, foul whistled. Jordan picks up foul number 3. Hines at the free throw line where she will shoot 2. Free throw will not drop. Hines with 13 on the evening. The second free throw will not drop. And nice rebound there by Ames, but Ames stepped out of bounds. Good hustle by Ames, just stepped out of bounds, came back in. 77-34. Paris feeds Sydney here near side. Sydney back to Destiny. Destiny tries her hand at the three and spins the three home. Destiny Kisei knocks down her second three of the contest. With 7:02 to go. Destiny now with 16. Lawson drives down, steps through, and cuts to the basket for two. Lawson with 18 leading the Scotty offense tonight. Pius picks up the foul on the reach, her second personal foul. Destiny tossed in right in front of me. And finds Paris. Destiny driving baseline, and that ball picked off by Elder ahead to Ames. Ames races down. Lawson left alone. She'll drive all the way in and steps through, cuts to the hoop, and scores two more. 24, Rihanna Lawson. 81-37. Destiny off the glass, kissing it home. Destiny now with 18. Approaching career high territory for the freshman from Gary, Arizona. Hines, step back three, short and out of bounds. Gina DeFazio checks back in the lineup. Armani Turner back in the lineup, 81-39. With under 6 to go. Paris. Back to Destiny on far side. Jordan on the wing with 9. And she'll step away. A 3-second foul whistle, or 3-second call whistled on the Larks, another turnover. (81-39). Larks have been plagued by the turnovers here in the second half. Hines all the way in with a right hand, will not drop. Rebound Paris. Paris to Jordan. Jordan will try the three. Splash down for Jordan. Jordan knocks a three down. 81-42, 5 to play. Highest far side. Hines all the way down. And a foul whistled on Gina. Gina picks up her first. Hines will be at the free throw line, where she will shoot 2. And that free throw crawling off. Men's game to follow. Might have an earlier tip. This one cruising right along. Supposed to tip off at 7:30. We'll be close as that second free throw does not drop. Hines just struggled a little bit at the free throw line. Just 3 of 10 tonight, it looks like, by my count. Destiny here on the near side. Hot hand for the Larks, drives baseline. Back to Paris. Paris, high arching jumper off the glass. Bank open for Paris. She banks in her first field goal of the contest. 81-44. Larks still playing hard, trailing. Now Lawson checking back in. Pius on the far side. Runner up and good for Hines. Hines scores down low. 83-44. Jordan on the far side. Down low to Destiny. Miley finds Destiny. Destiny goes to work. And Destiny draws a foul, and Destiny will shoot 2 more. Foul charged Armani Turner. She picks up her first. Destiny will shoot 2. Destiny with 18 on the night. Chance to add to it right here. Her free throw off the side of the rim and no good. Second free throw coming up for Destiny. That free throw good. Destiny makes good on 1 of 2. 19 now for the freshman. Hines driving all the way in. Hines scores the bucket. The basket will count. Foul whistled on Miley. Clea Hines at the free throw line where she will shoot a free throw. $17 on the evening for Hines. A free throw doesn't drop. Fight for the loose ball. Tie up the call. So Destiny leads all scorers with, she's second in all scores. Lawson leads all scores with 20. Destiny leads the Larks with 19. Down low they go. The shot will not drop. Rebound Miley. Miley ahead to Jordan. Harris has 4 on the afternoon, or in the evening. Got text saying, let's go Scotties. Foul whistle away from the basketball. Hines picks up her second. 14 foul with 3:26 to go. Scotties leading by 40. Gina gives that pass picked off in a steal by Randall. Randall all the way down and scores off the glass. Erin Randall, her 9th point of the contest. Paris. Down, nobody home on the pass. 87-45. 3 from Gibson. Off the mark. Rebound Randall. Randall goes to work. Draws a foul. She'll shoot a pair. Destiny Kise picks up her second personal foul. Naomi checking in the lineup. Furlong back in. Randall at the free throw stripe. Free throw will not drop for Randall. Second free throw doesn't drop, and the rebound, 5-4, pulled in by Birdlong. Lawson back to Gibson. Gibson, Lawson. Play catch a little bit. 2:39 to play. Gibson down low, 4 on the shot clock. Birdlong, the little fadeaway doesn't drop. And the rebound hauled in by Miley. Here comes Jordan on the far side. The near side. It's close to me. It's the near side. Directions are hard. That dribbles off of Highland. It will be Lark basketball. Pius checks back in. 24 loss and 17 for Hines to lead the Scotty offense tonight. 19 for Destiny leading the Lark offense. Lark baseball will be in action Monday, 1 o'clock. First pitch from Oswald Field. We will have coverage of that game on the Lark Network. Should be an interesting baseball season. Very early start for the Larks. Miley catching. Trying to go back door, nobody home. 87-45. Deja checks back in the lineup. And Destiny will take a seat. Pass will bring the ball back the other way. 2:08 to go. The three from Lawson will not drop. Rebound pulled down. Fight for the loose ball. And the offensive rebound hauled in by the Scotties. Lawson down low. Randall back to Birdlong. She'll cut to the hoop. Will not drop. Rebound tipped around. Birdlong draws a foul. She will shoot a pair. Naomi picks up her third personal foul. Larks will be in action right here tomorrow at 5:30. Oklahoma Wesleyan JV coming to town. Janari Birdlong at the free throw line where she... Oh, these will be her first free throws of the night. She swishes the first one home. Second free throw coming up. That free throw good for Birdlong. 6 on the evening for Birdlong. 89-45 our score. Highland all over the Larks. Deja. Fouled by Pius. Larks have done some pretty good things at times tonight. Pius picks up her third personal foul. First half really did a good job of muddying up the game, which they need to do when they are playing such high-level competition. Free throw for Deja crawls off. So just did some good things in terms of muddying up the game, slowing the tempo down when they could. Second free throw coming up for Deja. And Deja knocks down one of two. 89-46, under a minute and 30 to go. Conley too far underneath the basket. Miley pulls the defensive rebound down. And then the Larks turn it over as Turner comes up with the steal. Pius, she'll try a three. That crawls off. Defensive rebound for Naomi. Jordan will bring the ball the other way. Jordan far side, under a minute to go as the Scotties will stay undefeated here. Picked off pass by Turner. Turner scores. Just a substitution timeout here taken. 47.9 seconds to go. (91-46), Larks trailing here. Pass down low and near turnover by the Larks. Naomi couldn't hang on to it, and that one is poked away. Another Lark turnover. Pass back to Birdlong. Birdlong looks like they're going to dribble it out and hold the ball as the Scotties will pick up the 91-46 victory. 20 points for Lawson, lead all score 17 for Hines. Larks did hold the two leading scorers of Highland to under their averages. Destiny Kisei, a bright spot for the Larks, 19 points here. Cindy Bontrager had a good game on the boards. Like we said, Larks did some good things, muddied some things up, slowed the tempo down with a turnover bug, almost too much to overcome, as the Larks will drop to 4-17. They'll be back in action right here on the Lark Network tomorrow night, 5:30 tip as Oklahoma Wesleyan coming to town. And we'll be right here. We're going to take a break and come back with the men's game right here on the Lark Network. And so join us here back after this.